No. I work with Mr. has too many middle names Inc. White wink.
Mr. Too many names to actually put on.
And now to repeat that sentence to say this about his name, but this is still his middle name. We're still going on about his middle name, and if I said a sentence about his middle name, that would still be his middle name, because that is his middle name, and me talking about that is his middle name, and me talking about that is his middle name. Sluts and sluts and cluts and cluts and cluts and sluts and the middle name.
Fishy, did you have a stroke?
His middle name. I'm not having a stroke. That's still his middle name. About his name, but this is still his middle name. We're still going on about his middle name, and if I said a sentence about his middle name, that would still be his middle name, because his middle name is everything. His middle name is like his middle name.
Somebody switch him off.
Middle name. His middle name is broken. Error code 404. Error code 404. His middle name mirror code. Mirror code. His middle name is for birth certificate. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm just saying that's his middle name. His middle name is whiteboard person. Middle name person. There's a middle name. This middle name is his middle name, and me talking about his middle name. But still his middle name, and his middle name is his middle. And me talking about his middle name is a middle name, and me talking about his middle name is a middle. Still his middle name is still his middle name, and me saying that's his middle name is still his middle name, and not saying his middle name is still his middle name, and every tiny detail about his middle name is still his middle name, and me saying that about his middle name is his middle name, and me saying that about his middle name is a middle name, and every breath counts to his middle name, and every stutter counts to his middle name, because that's his middle name, and me saying that about his middle name is still his middle name, and his middle name is still his middle name, even though I'm saying his name is his middle name is middle name and his middle name, and me saying his middle name is not me saying the middle name. Me saying middle name is still his middle name. Middle name. Name middle main nibble hungry middle bit his name is still going on, and me saying that about his middle and his middle name and his middle name is his middle name, and that's where his middle name starts. So that's me still saying his middle name, because his middle name is his middle name, and I'm still going on about his middle name. Let me still go on with his middle name, because this is still his middle name, and his middle name involves everything with his middle name and his middle name. I'm still talking about his middle name, and his middle name isn't a sentence. His middle name is a middle name. His middle name is his middle name, and his nibble dame is and that laugh. It's still his middle name. All this is his middle name, and he's got a middle name of a middle name of a middle name. This is still his middle name, and me saying all this is still his middle name, and saying all this is his middle name, and saying all this is his
Fishy.
Anyway, saying all this is his middle name, and saying all this is his. We're actually finishing with his middle name, and the finish of his middle name is middle name, and that's still his middle name. And there's about 400,000 characters to go in his middle name, but that's just me. That's not me talking about his middle name. That's actually his middle name, but there is 400 characters left in his middle name, and I'm still talking about his middle name. When I say that is still his middle name, and when I say that is still his middle name, and when I say that is still his middle name, and when I say that is still his middle name, and when I say that is still his middle name, and when I say that is still his middle name, please kill me, creeper. Please stop please end the suffering. Please end the suffering. But that's still his middle name, and his middle name is middle name, and his middle name is middle name. This is still
I'm gonna put you in prison if you carry on.
Please no middle name. Please no nibble Bane. Nibble Bane, nibble name, nibble. Please stop. Nibble Bane. Nibble Bane.
You're the only one that's considering it. Stop wasting time.
I don't think he can. I think he's stuck, mate.
That's still his middle name, even though I'm not
talking about his middle
name. That's still his middle name. That's still his middle name. That's still his middle name. And we're finally, please. Just let it be the end of his middle name, but that is still his middle name, because his middle name is his middle name, and that is the name for the job. But his last name is middle name. But his real last name is Dave. But now that we're done with his middle name, his last name
No,
is Bob.
Oh, okay.
Right, that's his name done.
Right, I'm glad we got past his name.
What was his first name?
Oh, that was John.
Okay, so it was John. It was John the entire of the Pride and Prejudice book. Bob.
I don't remember Pride and Prejudice being anything like that, mate.
Fishy's non-forbidden history food.
No, that's pretty much what it said.
Pretty much. That's pretty much the same as Pride and Prejudice. That was. I mean, yeah, that adds up.
That was hurting my brain.
Mate,
Middle
you
Tears. Emoji
So I
happy
have to
tears.
say it. Think of it.
didn't have to
But
think
that's
about
actually
anything.
the
You
end
have a
of his
stroke.
middle name. That's actually the end of his
Oh,
middle
now
name,
it's the
and he
end.
doesn't have a last name.
Fishy had hurt everyone else's brains too.
Fishy hurt
How does he not
everyone's
have a
brains.
last name if he has a middle name? Wouldn't his middle name be his last name?
No. His
Doesn't
last
have a
name is. He has no last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that makes sense, sure. Yeah, that makes so much
So
more
he's
sense.
the.
Going
Chap.
for a job interview is
I
hell.
genuinely think you're going straight.
I thought going for a job interview was hell, someone just put.
That's what we started talking about before that, wasn't it?
Yeah, like that's welcome to my job interview. This is my name. Stay weird.